Okay, I'm trying to kick caffeine again for like the fifth time in my life. So say a little prayer for me. Morta. Okay, throwback, a boomer shooter slasher. Somebody played Turok once and decided they wanted to make their own pixel textured. I don't know how I feel about this aesthetic. I really don't. I sort of refer back to Lars, can't remember his last name, the artist who said that we used pixel art because it's all we had. And I can't help but feel that these throwbacks are just sort of, I don't know, not necessarily low effort, but unnecessary nostalgia. I don't know how to describe it. One of these days I'll figure it out. Morta is a non-linear first-person shooting adventure through the strange and otherworldly. Explore a vast selection of unique environments, slay an enormous cast of bizarre creatures, and upgrade your arsenal of multifaceted weapons. Came out on the 14th of October, 2025. Yeah, not 1999. From Scumhead and Ocial, published by Scumhead. They want 26 bucks for this. It's unique, unlike any other. How is it unique? Like the description sounds exactly like every other shooter. Play through the game's five enormous and differently themed dimensions in any order, soak in the otherworldly atmosphere. So it's a hub. Is that it? I mean, Quake was a hub. Fight through a myriad of highly detailed environments that push the limits of GZ Doom. Oh, it's even made with old tech. Okay, so it's a Doom mod. Explore unusual settings, characters, and enemies. Acquire a huge roster of weapons. Upgrade your equipment. 51 diverse enemies. 20 challenging boss fights. They've got dodging. And there's a huge story. Okay. Morta features violence, blood and gore, some strong language, and characters in various degrees of nudity. Okay. Cool. No demo, though. No sale. Such a guy. Oh, it's been a while since we've seen one of these, the old Asian harem simulators, where for some reason you're a dude surrounded by beautiful question mark women, and they all want to get with you, and then you just got to figure it out. Oh man, where do these games come from? The psyche of the lonely. That's it. The lonely world that we live in. It's a byproduct of this compartmentalized, digitized society that we find ourselves in. Join two close friends in building a cozy seaside bed and breakfast. Every choice affects the story and your relationships. Spend heartfelt moments with six unique girls and create a summer worth remembering. 4K visuals, nearly 1,000 minutes of video, side stories, minigames, and 21 endings. Wow. Came out on the 14th of October from Such One Studio, self published. They want 17 bucks for it. These things are always reasonably priced, which is sort of scary. You're Zane Zeng, a young man who leaves his city job in search of meaning. So it's Stardew Valley, right? Okay, I mean, I get it. There's a story. There's the characters. How old are they in general? So this person is supposedly 30. She's 26. She's 23. She's 20. They just get younger and younger. You know, there's a 22-year-old. All right. Game contains themes of adult romance and intimacy. How would you know though? Like, do they really know? Like, have any of these developers had actual mature adult relationships? With romantic interactions and some mild suggestive dialogue, may not be suitable for all ages. All right. Good luck. Find All Nine Fantasy. Now it's another one of these find the hidden object games. There's 210 objects to find in these pictures. This is like when you get older, I think this is what a lot of people in the retirement homes are going to be playing. Right now, they're doing coloring games. I've noticed this as a rise, a trend among the elderly to do the coloring games where you just got to click in the colors. And I think these ones are going to be the next stage for those folks. Immerse yourself in an exciting adventure and find all nine fantasy. Wow, they're selling this. Hidden object. You will explore the fairy tale village, the colorful streets of the city of mages, and the unique scenery of the soaring dragon islands. Look for hidden objects and color this mysterious painted world. Came out on the 13th of October from Very Little Studio, self published. They only want 260 for it, so it's reasonable. They've got tons of other ones too. So there's 620 different items to look for. 3 different mini games, option to choose the item you want to search for, increasing level of difficulty. There is a hint, just one. Interactivity, items can also be searched inside buildings. The world's populated by inhabitants and each one has a story to tell. Coloring levels 2.5D effect. Wow. And the possibility to pet the dragon. I'm good, but maybe when I'm 90, I'll come back and play this one. Bip and Bop. Okay. Oh, is this? Oh, like I said, we're getting into the co-op slop here, where one person controls the directions, the other person does something else. I think this might be it. This does look kind of low effort, though. Is this a Vancouver Film School game? Boy, it is not. Hold, step on, or sabotage your friend in this two-player only puzzle platformer. Perfect chemistry is the only way through. Think your friendship can handle it? You know why these games are on the rise? It's because of that It Takes Two sequel. I can't even remember the name of it, but it won all the awards. The game developer stood up at the Game Developer Awards and said, "Fuck you, big industry. I'm doing it all for the love of the game, blah, 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 blah." Super, super successful, like ultra successful. And clearly there's a demand. I mean, I get it. There's a lot of partners out there who want to play games together. And yeah, I think we're going to see a lot more of this. This one came out on the 12th of October from Quad Barrels, self-published. It's free, though, for some reason. Remember those games you used to play on the couch with a friend, laughing and shouting side by side? How many people actually remember that? Like, how many people actually had that experience of couch co-op? It's going to be another thing that's going to be just boomer memories. I think anybody, especially anyone who grew up gaming during the COVID era, there's no fucking way unless you had siblings who were into gaming. And yeah. Here comes a new challenge that will put your friendship and your patience to the ultimate test. Puzzle platformer that can only be cleared when two people truly work together. Strictly for two, each level is meticulously designed for two-player co-op. Going solo is not an option. It's also lonely. It's also convenient, comfortable, can be a lot more fun than having to wait on another person or having another person wait on you. I mean, come on now. Let's not shit on solitude. It's okay to fail. No game over. Grab your favorite co-op partner. Dive into this hilarious adventure today. Honestly, the screenshots aren't screaming much character at all. Just the googly eyes on the robots. Okay. But I guess you attach to each other and can solve these puzzles. Great. Um, I don't know. I don't trust the free, though. Is this stealing two people's cryptocurrency at once? Who knows? Night Jackal Blood Debt. Wow, look at this. It's an MS Paint boomer shooter. Night Jackal. This wasn't supposed to happen. They killed her. Okay. Oh, you're kind of Batman, sort of? I don't know how long I could look at this particular aesthetic before wanting to claw my eyes out. All right. Yeah, it looks like it's just a boomer shooter in MS Paint. A masked vigilante. Look at the splash art, though. Did a machine help you make this? It's like super ultra realistic. It reminds me of the old Atari days. Atari cartridges had some of the best game cover art. And then you'd play the game and it was all just like 3 pixels. But the cover art was like beautiful sci fi paintings. I'd love to get some of those framed on my wall now that I think about it. Better make a note. A masked vigilante seeks revenge, unravels a conspiracy, and teeters on the edge of sanity in this retro inspired boomer shooter. Came out on the 9th of October from Nothing Rhymes with Entertainment. Does nothing rhyme with entertainment? Containment? Okay, well, there we go. DOS Man Games is the publisher. They want $390 for this. And Unleash Brutal Justice's Night Jackal. Is there a deeper conspiracy? Built in easy first person shooter editor. Okay, so there's actually an engine for all this. Brains meets bullets, story driven mayhem, and original artwork from the Night Jackal comic from industry veteran Derek Donovan, who's done Spider Man, Superman, and Wonder Woman. Really? A pro artist did all this? No fucking way, bro. This is like something your little brother would draw. Come on now. All right. Game contains content not appropriate for all ages or not viewing at work. Some nudity or sexual content, frequent violence or gore, and general mature content. I'm good. Super mature because you got to be 50 plus and have vision problems to enjoy this. Stormgate, Ashes of Earth campaign. Stormgate, wasn't that the one done by the disgruntled former Blizzard employees who worked on StarCraft? And it's just kind of Temu StarCraft? I don't know. They were saying they were going to revolutionize the first person shooting genre. Honestly, or not first person, what am I saying? What is it? RTS, real time strategy. Man, I'm sleepy without the coffee. I'm telling you, it's going to be rough going. But yeah, I mean, there's been a lot of attempts at revitalizing real time strategy. And I don't think it's ever coming back. There's just something, it's like people would rather play MOBAs, which is an offshoot of real time strategy, than actually sit down and build armies and bases and fight each other. Anyways, apparently, this is the campaign for that Stormgate game. Came out on the 7th of August from Frost Giant Studios. They want $32.50 for this. It's Chapter 0. Missions 1 to 3 is free. This bundle unlocks the rest of the full campaign. So you get chapters 1, 2, and 3, missions 4 to 12. You get 12 RTS levels for $32.50? I think every Command & Conquer had 30, right? 10 per faction, if I'm not mistaken. There were probably even more when it was only 2 factions. Okay, take command of the Vanguard armies and enjoy the science fantasy story featuring superstar voice talent, including Simu Liu, Tara Strong, and Matt Mercer. Who fucking cares? Some AI tools, is that actually going to sell? Are there huge Matt Mercer fans out there who are just going to buy this so that they can listen to him talk in real-time strategy? Yes, Commander. Right away, Commander. Over here, Commander. We're under fire, Commander. Some AI tools were used to help with early ideation in the development process. AI tools were also used to assist in up-resing our portraits and adding facial animations. Final assets were all painted by artists. We have not replaced any developers with AI and believe that talented people lie at the heart of exciting games. What in the fucking virtue signaling bullshit is this? I think some of these AI disclosures are going to actually make me not want to play the games just because of where the developers are coming from with their appeals to emotion. Anyways, I'm good. Good luck. Shibuya Bullet. What is this? Monitor, live streaming site, this game. Shibuya Bullet. Press space to start. What? What is this? These washed out images of Shibuya. I've been here. I have walked across this Shibuya crossing in Japan many, 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 many times. I've sat at the Starbucks and watched the people go by. There's a really nice bar down here near the station. Yeah, Shibuya is nice. I've been there, done that. Infinite Bullet Patterns, a fresh take on bullet hell, fused with live action footage and color based mechanics. What? Came out on the 6th of October from Junichi Games and Studio Shibumaru. It's free. Shibuya Bullet has been submitted to the Independent Games Festival 2026. I used to judge that thing, actually. I don't know why they stopped sending me invitations to judge. They probably got wind of how much of a fucking jerk I am. But but yeah, there was a couple years there where I was helping judge those things. Anyways, there's a story. So what is this? He loves mouse cursors. For some reason, Shibumaru is not afraid of white or gray humans. Maybe they resemble the colors of his missing parents. Sometimes he trips over nothing, which results in a game over. How to play. The game cannot be played on its own. To play, open a live video, YouTube, on the left half of your monitor and run this game on the right half. Align the frames carefully, then control Shibumaru using the WASD keys or your mouse. Hit detection is based on color. Everything except crosswalk white and road gray is considered a target. In other words, Shibumaru might just slip right through people dressed in white or gray. Oops. Also, no AI is used for detection, so if you trip in an empty spot, it's not intentional. There's no falling logic built in. The game relies on color-based detection, which can behave differently depending on your PC or display environment. Older machines, and surprisingly, even some newer laptops, can reproduce colors in ways that drastically affect detection accuracy. Fine-tuning the collision logic has been one of the hardest parts. On desktop PCs used for development, everything works smoothly. On our machines, it's fine. I don't know what's wrong with your machine. Fuck. Built on two different laptops I own, the character barely reacts to people, even when clearly colliding. Please note the gameplay may vary depending on your system. Application is completely free. It does not store, redistribute, or monetize any external video content. What? But I don't see any gameplay. Okay, so you're this creature down here? This green thing with the help? And then you gotta just stay on the white stuff and go where? You just avoid the people for as long as possible? Is it a time-based thing? It is a time-based thing. Okay, I get it now. Yeah, okay, so you're this green thing, you gotta stay on the gray and the white, and then avoid when the people cross if you choose this particular camera. Huh. Okay. I mean, an interesting idea, honestly, but some ideas by themselves are pretty empty. And the presentation here is not the greatest. Junichi Games, not sure why he just gave it away like this on Steam. I don't know if you're going to make it far in the IGF when you're going up against people who are probably using machines and also just a huge wealth of past failures to build their games to success. Good luck. Yeah, weird. Teddy War 2. Remember Teddy War 1? Yeah. Uh-huh. There's your Teddy. Where's the war? I don't see any war at all. I see three Teddies standing around in a Fortnite-like graveyard asset pack. In this first-person shooter, oh, it's a shooter, is it? Cute teddy bears fight between themselves with fireballs! Exclamation mark, exclamation mark. You must shoot other players with your fireballs. Each time you kill someone, you gain 1 frag. The first player to obtain 10 frags wins. No UI, by the way. Came out on the 18th of June from Green Droid and Tayoki and the Green Droid Company. Sure. It's free, but there's the skins for $1.30. You can get the pink skin for $1.30. You are a cute teddy bear. It's you, Teddy. You fight against other teddy bears online. Okay, now here we can see some UI. All you've got is a health bar, I guess, in the top left corner. I thought it was a first-person shooter. Third view mode, first-person view. First person to obtain 10 frags wins. Easy, isn't it? So let's go. I don't think so. Well, I don't. That's fucking bizarre. Okay, Green the Droid. Good luck. I think that AI might just be making games on its own, shoving it up on Steam. 50 minutes till impact. Okay, you play this girl. Uh-huh. 8 of spades. The voice from the other car told me they found an 8 of spades. So it's a detective type game where you play this girl. Is it his fault he's out there or somebody on board that we need to be worried about? So it's a puzzler, sort of, and you got 50 minutes to figure it out. Uh-huh. 50 minutes till impact is set in a retro-futuristic world aboard an advanced yet luxurious space train. Why can't you be advanced and luxurious at the same time? What is that? How is that strange? Isn't that literally what iPhones are? It's a linear narrative adventure where players utilize 3D exploration, code solving, and visual novel interactions to do whatever they can to save everyone on board before time runs out. Came out on the 17th of September from Atomic Baby Games, published by John Paul the Great Catholic University. Oh my God, it's Jesus approved. It's free. Wait, hold on. The John Paul the Great Catholic University has a game development department? What the I'd be curious to see if there's much religious influence here. So there's mechanics traverse. You're not solely bound to your written choices. You're free to roam about. You can interact. Moving next to doors, people, and even objects may allow you to interact with them and puzzle solve. There's mature content, many high stakes life and death choices. Although there may be some violent acts, we do not go into detail nor attempt to make your narrative experience unpleasant to the eyes or mind. And it's free. Man, it looks like the kids at the old Catholic school are doing good work, better than Vancouver Film School. I got to say, I got to check this out. I'm so that's interesting. All right, they've got God on their side. Solar Knight. Okay, we got the parkour asset pack with the one dude, and looks like you do some parkouring in a Elden Ring like environment. Join forces with Sir Lionel Lancelot de Lac, a knight of the Bourbon Round Table, falsely branded a murderer of the king and queen. Despised and pursued by the land he once served, Lionel fights to uncover the truth, expose the real killers, and reclaim his shattered honor. What, by jumping and slicing? Came out on the 15th of September from Euclea? Euclea Entertainment, self-published. It's free. Okay, you've got the yokai, the lightning fast sword. You're a medieval knight and you've got a yokai? Uh-huh. Which is a Japanese demon? Weird. Cut through enemies in a relentless flurry of speed and precision. A ruthless dance of death so swift, so merciless, it ends before your foes even realize it's begun. Wow. Unleash a blinding surge of divine fury that tears through the shadows, staggering foes and leaving them helpless. Unleash a thunderous upward slash. You've also got Sanguine, the blood frenzy sword. Okay, so were these just asset packs and then they programmed a few combat mechanics together? I'm not sure how the UI works. I guess the little yellow line is your stagger and the red is your health. Kind of interesting. There's traversal, turn obstacles into opportunity, where nature builds its tallest walls to keep you caged. You rise. The writing is actually solid. The road ahead is not a path, but a test. The world wants you dead, the truth wants to stay buried, but your blade speaks louder than lies. Hunt the guilty, fight the impossible, and reclaim a name forged in steel. There's graphic depictions of violence via sword fighting with blood shed. Take the kids out back to the bloodshed. Interesting. Too bad it's free because that makes me highly suspicious. I bet a machine helped you generate some of this. I don't know. Don't get your hopes up. That's literally what I tell myself before I hit record. Okay. I'm not sure what this is. Wait, what was that? Erotisch Syndrome. What language is this? Uh-huh. Click the logos to replay to reply to available housing ads. More applications equal better chances. Oh, what are you trying to find an apartment in some dystopian world future? You're looking for a new apartment in Amsterdam. Okay, so it's Dutch. Your once confident search is morphing into panic. Nothing is available. Anything will do. Anything. Came out on the 16th of September from Krish Raghav. Self-published. It's free. Wow, look at this. It was official selection of the Aesthetica Short Film Festival and the GDoc Expos 2025 selection. Wow. It's a short interactive comic about housing shortage and horror in architecture based on desperate apartment searches undertaken in 2022 and 2024 and drawing from a half decade of conversations about Amsterdam's housing crisis. The game moves between fiction, documentary, and social commentary. With disquiet and creeping unease, it dismantles the consoling fictions of abundance and laments a feeling of home that's always just beyond reach. Maybe if you didn't want to live in a motherfucking city and went out to any of the rural areas and joined part of those communities, you'd be okay. You'll find that housing abundance increases dramatically the further you get away from the dens of depravity that are major urban centers. And I don't understand. Like my whole life, like I've lived in Tokyo, I've lived in Vancouver, and now I am the happiest I've ever been living in a rural setting. Anyways, people are fucking dumb. The 60 minutes to play through haunting post-punk soundscape, uniquely Amsterdam story, Amsterdamen, state-of-the-art maleficence with inspirations from Layla Taylor's Sick Houses, Joshua Komarov, and Kerr Shing Ong's Horror in Architecture, and oh, I'm going to butcher this name, Asigul Savage, the Anthropologists. All right, sounds like a great time. Art is Rifle. Okay, here we do have some literal avant-garde outsider art, and it's a shooter, and they just took liberties with the game objects to make it look like abstract art. A surreal puzzle shooter adventure fueled by madness. Came out on the 27th of February from Arman Pakan and Code Psyche Productions. They want $26 for this. Really? Well, it's truly a work of art then. Psychedelic reinvention. Experience a psychedelic adventure through first of its kind mind-altering core gameplay mechanics. How? What? How? It just looks like a shooter to me. Immerse yourself in visually striking game that dances with a fusion of intense colors and mind-altering psychedelic elements. A work of art is a puzzle. When solved, it exposes the hidden layers of meaning and symbolism. The whole world is your drum kit, and dive into a world of puzzles where tutorials are optional and discovery is key. Puzzles are your canvas. Solve them your way. I mean, I'd be intrigued if there was a demo, so I could at least try a little slice of it. But at that price, I'd rather buy a real piece of art. All right, we're good. 19,163 games have been viewed. You have yourself a fantastic day.